Mature content warning. Viewer discretion advised. The following program contains sexual content and strong language.
Chat in the kitchen.
That part. Boom.
That hit me hard because I'm a queer person and I don't put myself in a box. If I labeled myself straight, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that because I'm also attracted to women. I wouldn't label myself as a lesbian though because I'm attracted to men too.
I always thought of one of my friends as a lesbian, but she told me not to label her as a lesbian.
That's
she
fine.
said, "You never know, I might marry a man someday." So I was like, okay, I respect that.
If after all the work I did on myself as a kid, once I realized that I love dick and I'm gay, I suddenly fell for a woman, I'd feel like I wasted my time. I'd have to start all over and figure out who I am and what it all means. Seems Maddie doesn't want to have wasted her time. She'd rather stick to her identity as a lesbian woman and keep it at that.
To stay in her comfort zone because that's who she is.
Agreed. But then again, life is not comfortable. Hashtag that. Life is not comfortable.
So the question is, are they straight now?
No.
Because like I said, I'm who decided to label myself gay because I've been attracted to men since I was born. If I happen to fall in love with a woman, it doesn't mean I'm suddenly attracted to women. It just means I became drawn to a woman, while still considering myself gay and continue to be attracted to men.
We don't decide the label. We don't get to call them bi or anything. If you want to feel safe to call someone something, you can just call them queer. It's safe to say that because you can't assume if they're straight or whatever, but you can still feel their identity. It's who they are until they say, yes, I've become that. That's when they become that.
Some people would rather not use labels at all because, like Kailyn said, the label puts them in a box. They don't want that. They want to keep their identity open since they could actually belong under various labels. Just like some people are very proud of their label, like I'm gay and I'm proud. They're happy to be an advocate for the community they associate themselves with. Others don't want to be the type to advocate or belong to a single group.
But do you think that happens out there?
I do believe that there are some people who would rather not label themselves. In fact, I have a lot of friends who tell me they prefer to be labelless. And that's fine. I respect that, as long as they feel comfortable, trust themselves, and are happy.
We as humans like to break down things into categories. Gay's over here, you've got straight over here, you've got that over there, because it's easy for us to understand what they are. But life is not that simple and not that organized. It's scattered.
We can't be perfect in this typical straight world. We can't all be the same. There will always be differences. There will be a big difference if we can learn from the diversity in the world.
I'm curious, what's your outside perspective as a straight person? I assume you're straight.
Yeah, I'm definitely straight.
If you figure out tomorrow that you're actually a lesbian, what would that mean for you?
If it happened naturally, it would be a bit confusing. Of course, I'd have to start over and reassess. I'd have to follow my feelings. Am I attracted? Do I feel comfortable? And then I'd go for it.
For me, I'm closely aligned with being demisexual. It means that I like to be in a relationship with someone that I can feel emotionally invested with, and then I can sleep with them. If I just start off by sleeping with them first, then I'll feel nothing. It'll be pointless.
Funny that you bring up that point because, like we mentioned before, some people don't label themselves, and many could fit in various places of the spectrum. But I realize that personally, I would still prefer to label myself gay. Because I've been attracted to men since I was a kid, and I'm so clear that even if I were to fall in love with a woman, I would still be attracted to men. That's why I just see myself as gay all the way.
Funny, I'm more attracted to men than I am to women.
Really?
But I don't feel comfortable labeling myself as straight.
That's okay.
Because I'm also attracted to women. So calling myself straight is a lie. Hey, I'm straight. I'm only attracted to men. Da, 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 da. I'm not like that.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Really, this has been a great discussion. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your feelings. Thank you. Now for the last closing thought on this show, what did you think of the whole thing?
We need more deaf people fucking on screen, and not just Deaf Bunny.
Not deaf porn, but deaf relationships. Got it.
I thought this was a wonderful discussion to bring up in the LGBT community, because I've always believed that love is love. A gay man should be able to fall in love with whomever they want, as well as a lesbian woman. What's important is that they're happy. Life is so precious. That's what I think.
I completely 100% agree with her.
Well, thank you for your time. And thank you for watching. I'm really excited to have you here today with us. We have been talking about really sensitive topics, so we appreciate your respect and your patience and your time. And remember, this is not a show to criticize each other. We are all learning. We may not know the right words or the right feelings, but we're still learning. So keep learning, keep an open mind and an open heart, and see you next time. Mwah!